Alright guys, how's it going? Now in my last upload, my last video, I spoke about Liverpool legend Mo Salah. Now I think the word legend is thrown around too easily these days. I mean, to be honest with you, this, Iago Aspas, that's a fucking legend. It says so there, look, legend. Alright? So, real legends in this video, not Mo Salah, but Iago Aspas. Right? Now, I published an article this morning on coptalk.com. You can see it behind me. Look, there it is. Look, I've got it right here in front of me, right? And basically, it says, now the thing is, right, if you're new to my channel or you don't know, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Aspas, all right? And I saw this article today. Well, actually, there was an article in Marca and one in AS. I review the Spanish football dailies every day to see if there's anything to do with Aspas and Liverpool Football Club. All right, like Canate, McAllister, FSG, Gay, stuff like that, right? After I've checked to see if there's anything to do with Aspas. And yeah, there was a couple of articles about him today, and it just inspired me to write an article about him. And the headline is Iago Aspas, the former Liverpool forward who became a Celta legend. Now look at the last game, look at that, what they unveiled, look at the size of that. Yeah, that's what she said. A few times I've heard that said to me over the years. Anyway, I'm going to read it to you. This is what I wrote, all right? So, former Liverpool forward, Iago Aspas, continues to write new chapters in his extraordinary story with Celta Vigo. And this week, he reminded everyone why he's one of Spanish football's most beloved figures. In a special night, Aspas became the player with the most official appearances in Celta's history. And he marked the occasion in trademark style, scoring a stunning goal just 2 minutes into the match. Helping his side to a hard, I was just looking at his pictures. Helping his side to a hard-fought 2-1 victory in Europe. The Celta captain was given a hero's welcome with this giant banner thingy-majig. There it is, look. That was unveiled by supporters celebrating his loyalty and achievements. Aspas repaid that love immediately, curling home a superb early strike that sent the Vigo crowd into chaos. It was a fitting tribute to a player who was come to symbolise the spirit and identity of his hometown club. A different story at Anfield, it says here in bold. Aspas's Liverpool career was much shorter and far less memorable, but his name still brings back memories for fans who followed the Brendan Rodgers era. He joined Liverpool in June 2013 for a fee believed to be between £7 to £9 million, bargain. Arriving from Celta with a growing reputation as one of La Liga's brightest forwards. He was handed the number 9 shirt, scoring in pre-season against Preston and assisting on his Premier League debut in a 1-0 win over Stoke City at Anfield. However, Aspas struggled for minutes behind Luis Suarez, Daniel Sturridge, Raheem Sterling and Philippe Coutinho, and language barriers made adapting to English football even tougher. His only competitive goal for the club came in a 2-0 FA Cup win over Oldham Athletic in January 2014, but he was played out of position. He wasn't used properly by Brendan Rodgers. He wasn't. Anyone that knows the football will tell you that. Liverpool went on to finish second in the Premier League that season, their closest title challenge in years, but Aspas's role was limited. He returned to Spain soon after, first joining Sevilla, before heading back home to Celta Vigo, where his career took off once again. From forgotten red to Galician icon is in bold now. Back in Vigo, Aspas reinvented himself. He's been top scorer, captain and saviour, leading Celta through promotions, relegation battles and European adventures. His goals, leadership and fierce love for the club have made him a symbol of loyalty in an era dominated by big money moves. Since returning home, Aspas has scored 166 La Liga goals in 394 matches, making him Celta Vigo's all-time top scorer and the 18th highest scorer in La Liga history. There's a lot of years, you know. Ahead of players such as Samuel Eto'o, 162 goals. Yeah, I won't go through all the different players. It would be embarrassing to them. Among active Spanish forwards, only Alvaro Morata And Gerard Moreno come close, and neither has matched his consistency or longevity. Aspas has also won the Zara Trophy. Do you know what that is? It's awarded to the top scoring Spanish player in La Liga. 4 times he's had that award, equaling David Villa's record. He's been named La Liga Player of the Month 4 times as well, and continues to rank among the top creators for chances made per season, even into his late 30s. To put his numbers into perspective, his 0.42 goals per game ratio is almost identical to David Villa's 0.41, and higher than Spanish strikers such as Fernando Torres or Alvaro Negredo. That output, achieved largely at a mid-table club, underlines just how exceptional his career has been. The legacy is in bold next. Aspas has also lifted the UEFA Europa League with Sevilla, represented Spain at the 2018 World Cup, and was part of the UEFA Nations League winning squad, as Rafa Benitez would say, squad, for sure, in 22-23. For Galician football, he's more than a player, he's a cultural figurehead. Even at 38, he continues to deliver for his boyhood club, scoring decisive goals and mentoring the next generation. His loyalty, technical quality, and football intelligence have earned him the respect of supporters across Spain, and quiet admiration from those on Merseyside who still remember his brief spell in red and that corner. Because while Iago Asbestos, couldn't make it at Liverpool, see, if I was a big fan of his, I would have nicknamed him Asbestos. But I'm not insulting him. While he couldn't make it at Liverpool, because Brendan Rodgers didn't use him properly, he went home and became a legend. Well, there you have it. How was about that then? I bet you're glad I'm back making videos again. Eh? Look at him, he's fucking great. He's a great player. He fucking is. Do you know what? Before he came to Liverpool, I remember making a video, right, saying a mate of mine that was a coach for a football league club here, down the divisions, but in the Spanish, the proper, not a pub team, but down the divisions, right? He was a coach for one of the teams, and he said to me, there's a player in Spain you could keep an eye on, Duncan, he'd be great for Liverpool. He might have got that bit wrong, but he didn't know how poor Brendan Rodgers was as a manager, right? I mean, under Klopp, he'd have been fantastic, you know what I'm saying? And he said to me, there's a player called Iago Aspas, keep an eye on him, he'd be good for Liverpool, he's a good player, him. So I come on here, right, I tell everyone, keep an eye on this Aspas, I've been watching, he's fucking great. We fucking signed him. I was buzzing off my tits, I was buzzing up, but Brendan Rodgers fucked it up. Now, it didn't work out at Liverpool, as you know, but that doesn't mean that he was a shit player, it just wasn't used properly. It just wasn't the right time. And, in all fairness, and jokes aside, he did leave Liverpool and went on to become an amazing striker. Do you know what I mean? Good player. And I like him. I've got a soft spot for Aspas. You might have worked that out. I like him. I do. I like number 10 as well. It's my lucky number. And listen, at 38, he is still doing it. And I guess one of the reasons I do really like him is, you know, he loves his club. He's loyal. The fans love him, you know, and you don't get that connection really with many footballers today. Do you know what I mean by that? You know, the likes of Matt Letizia. We all know Letizia Luke the fucking Luke. But, you know, he stayed loyal to his club. And, you know, just players like that. I always have a lot of admiration for them kind of players. And it's probably more so that than anything, to be honest with you. But when a player plays for Liverpool and he leaves the club, whether he's been successful or unsuccessful, I always keep an eye on them, you know, to see how they do. Like I'm keeping an eye on Trent, and you know, at the moment, and others and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, look, there's another picture of him down here. You can't see it, but it doesn't matter. All right, then, I'm off. Yeah, I did give up 10 minutes of my time to talk about Iago Aspas, all those years after he left. Scott Cheetham, one of my long-time viewers, I met him actually the other day in Benidorm. Lovely lad, first time, really nice kid. He always sends me little like emojis and things and to do with Aspas on social media, just funny things and that. He's kind of been on the joke a little bit. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. If you enjoyed this video, which, come on, how did you not enjoy this video? Please thumbs up the video. If you think he was a shit player, thumbs up, thumbs up the video. Dear me. Listen, thumbs up the video, do what you want. Drop me a comment. I'm sure you haven't got much to say about Aspas. I would like, why don't you just like leave a comment that like make me chuckle? Do you know what I mean? Just like leave a comment and say, oh, he was fucking. Make it sound like he was really truly amazing. Make it sound like you're like me. Oh, that could be a good giggle actually. If you want to support me, there's a love art under the video. It's called the Super Thanks. It helps me immensely, and I do give a shout out to everyone that does that in my morning briefings the next day. I do, honestly. You can obviously join the channel. That's the people with the football next to them, legends. And there is a link in the, well, there's 3 links in the video description actually. They're all the same sort of thing. The Revolut one is a very good one because that's my beer kitty. So if you'd like to buy me a beer for tomorrow, I'm going out tomorrow hopefully. You can do that. There's a Revolut link in the video description. Failing that, just drop me a comment, guys. All right, and give me your best memories regarding Aspas other than set pieces. All right, not that there really was any, but all right. See you in a bit.